story that continues to unfold with some shocking revelations. Veterans Affairs Secretary Eric Shinsky is scheduled to testify today about the State Department of Veteran Affairs. The Senate lawmakers are poised to question him about the VA health clinics allegedly covering up treatment delays. Elizabeth McCormick is a member of the board of directors for Grace After Fire. She directs and oversees all efforts and activities related to developing and implementing innovative peer-to-peer counseling programs to assist women veterans returning to civilian life after service to their country. Elizabeth is also a former Black Hawk pilot. Elizabeth, how are you?
Good morning. I'm, well, as good as I can be with this topic, right?
You know, as this unfolds, because it's gaining a lot more attention in the media, it's almost shocking that veterans could be treated this way and that it's being hid. Bring our listeners up to date. Tell us about this story and where we are with it.
Well, there's been a report in Phoenix that someone that works there that they've changed the dates and that some people are waiting 6, 7, 8 months, a year to get just to get an appointment with a doctor. And instead, they're changing the system and overriding the system to show they either requested that date or it's 0 dates and that there's no wait, so that their report up to the higher headquarters, our government, are more favorable. And now there's been a report from San Antonio, Texas. There's been a report from South Carolina. Already in Congress, they heard from a man who was having pain and had to wait months and months and months to get a colonoscopy, and now he's stage 4 cancer. The waiting when you have a medical condition it's just unfathomable to make our veterans have to wait to receive care that could then be exacerbating the conditions, and now reportedly up to 40 veterans died while they were on a wait list for an appointment. That was just in the Phoenix.
Is this something you've known about at Grace After Fire? Have you heard about this?
We do. We know that not so much that the falsifying document part. We had no idea that was going on, but we know that there's been an overload in the veterans medical system. We know that when someone gets out, and Grace After Fire, we really focus on helping that integration piece. And when someone gets out from serving our country, that they could be waiting months and months and months, if not a year. We've even heard of people waiting 2 years to get evaluated to have access to that care. And that's just not acceptable.
Are you hearing about cases? It sounds like what we're hearing about is happening in the Southwest. Are there cases in other parts of the country?
South Carolina has had where someone, now what's happening is Veterans Affairs employees from the medical system are coming forward and saying, well, yeah, we've been taught how to manipulate the computer system to change the reporting so it looks more favorable than what it really is. And really, we need to demand the truth. We, as this is a government department. We need to, as citizens, we need to demand the truth. We need to know what we're really dealing with our veterans so that we can get the resources to the places that need it. If we need more doctors, that's what needs to happen. If the facility can't handle the load, then that needs to be looked at as well.
The American Legion call for the head of the VA, Mr. Shinsky, and his top 2 executives to resign. You agree with that?
Well, that's really tough because although heads should roll, right? I mean, that's really what we're looking at. By eliminating top key people, are we going to lose time? And right now, time is not on our side when it comes to health care for our veterans. So asking them to resign, asking them to be eliminated from their positions, and then you get someone else in that isn't up to speed, that doesn't know what's going on, that has to learn, that has to go back out and have a learning curve. Is that in the best interest of our veterans? Or is it holding them accountable and holding the individual hospitals accountable for not so much for the data, but for the accuracy of their data? And not having retribution. If the truth is that the veterans are waiting 7 months, then let's report the truth without fear of losing their job, just because this is the reality. This is the truth.
Bottom line, there's a cover-up here, and there's inappropriate behavior when it comes to getting these veterans the help they need. Is there a shortage in doctors, shortage in clinics and hospitals?
Yes. Bottom line is there's not enough, and we've known there isn't enough, and yet we're putting more and more service members out into civilian life without proper medical care.
Elizabeth McCormick is a member of Grace After Fire. We'll be covering this story more.